It's time for another old games on a weekday with me, Mark W. I don't know why I said it like that. Me. On the channel Mark W and Rob Bob Presents. This is my weekly retro gaming stream, old school gaming stream, whatever you want to call it. On this channel that we call Mark W and Rob Bob Presents, it's me and my son. Here's the thing I want to clarify. I don't know if it matters, but before I jump into this game, this is a generalist gaming channel. And we don't even just play video games. We play board games, game books, sometimes a little bit of tabletop role-playing game. We play new games often on Saturday nights together. Sometimes Rob Bob teaches me a game he knows. But this is my once-a-week retro gaming stream. And I'm mentioning this because I can think of 4 specific instances where I've overheard someone describe my channel and say he plays retro games on the channel, or he only plays old games. I'm like, huh. And this happened last Friday when my wife had a guest over, and she said, oh, they were talking about my YouTube channel because the guest was interested. She's a gamer geek herself. She goes, oh yeah, he plays old games on his channel. Like, oh, it's not wrong. But I wonder if I have like a branding issue. Should I just focus entirely on that since everyone thinks it's old games only anyway? But this is where I play old games on this midweek stream, old games on a weekday. And yeah, the retro gaming does come up outside of that from time to time. But usually on Saturday nights, Rob, Bob, and I try to play anything but a retro video game. Again, we can play a game book. We could play, very often we play a newer game from like my Steam library. Last week I've tried a game I didn't like very much. It was called Firewatch. Anyway, just my little introductory rant. They do say the YouTube algorithm gives you better stats if you focus on a niche. So you could say I would probably do better numbers-wise if I did just focus on a retro game. So it's just something I've been thinking about a little bit. But for now, we're totally going old school and playing, once again, Ultima 4. This is the quest of the Avatar, and my character, who is named after myself very cleverly. His name is Mark W. He has 7 of the 8 virtues that he needs under his belt to become an avatar, but he needs a bunch of other things too. We still have a lot of dungeon work to do, a lot of dungeon delving. Hello to Eric Johnson in the chat, and to RJNT, aka Ryan, in the chat. You missed my introductory rant, probably, Ryan, I think. But yeah, why don't we review my notes a little bit before jumping into it? I was going to say jump into it, but we have to figure out what we're going to do. I have a pretty good idea. So basically, like I mentioned, I have 7 of the 8 partial avatar hoods. It's kind of awkward to say. And the last one I need is humility, which I am good at. I'm so good at humility. I'm the most humble person in the goddamn world. You should give me a gold medal for humility. I'm so freaking humble. I'm the most humble. Nobody's seen anybody as humble as I am. Yeah, I did go to the seer in the castle, and they said I'm ready for humility to achieve partial avatar hood there. I just have to go to the shrine. This is actually a tough shrine. I had to review my notes and a little bit of a previous video. So there's a horde of demons at this particular shrine because they, I don't know, they're attacking there for whatever reason. And something I got at the end of 2 streams ago was the silver horn. That's where I ended that stream. And that can be used. You play the horn at the Shrine of Humility to make the demons leave. And I got that from wherever I talked to Malcor, the paladin, who told me something, whatever. I have it. That's all that matters. So where the heck is the shrine? This one's hard to get to. You need like to take a boat, I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Put a question mark next to it because I guess when I was given this particular tip, I was probably talking to somebody who was speaking somewhat cryptically, I imagine. And yeah, so I got to take my boat down here. This is what I'm going to do first thing, I'm pretty sure. Unless I can see a reason not to. So it's on the Dark Island / North Bank of the Isle of the Abyss. So this is like the hardcore shrine. I don't know how else to put it. Again, it's been attacked by demons. It's a tougher area to get to than most of these shrines. Guarded by endless hordes of demons. part of me wonders if you could actually defeat them all if you tried. But I'm going to play the Silver Horn. Southeast of the Shrine of Honor. South and west beyond the swamps. Hold on. Now I'm wondering if this was a separate like line item like this. And I just forgot to finish typing here. I think it's probably correct. Southeast of Shrine of Honor. Because you look at the map here. Look at ye old map. And you'll see Shrine of Honor. Really small font. But let's look down here. Yeah, somehow I think I accidentally ruined the resolution of this thing. You can't actually read anything. But this this says, you can tell more when it's zoomed out actually. This is Honor Shrine right here. This is where the Honor Shrine was. I already hit up that place. I'm already an avatar of honor. And southeast, you know, it seems about right. I didn't even label this place. Is that the Humility Shrine, perhaps? That place is a wreck. It's all a bunch of ruins and there's demons and stuff. But I think I want to go here. What is the north bank of the Isle of the Abyss? That I don't know. One of these isles, I guess, is the Isle of the Abyss. This one is labeled as Isle of Deeds. Could I have mistranslated that? Probably not. It's just a simple, like, you know, letter encoding. Like, this is a D. This must be double E, D, S. I can't imagine it spells abyss. Yeah, I guess I'll just explore all these islands and it should be apparent. So that's where we're headed. Then we're gonna play the Silver Horn and hopefully not get mobbed by demons. But what else do I have? I have a to-do list here in the notes. All right, so I'm ready to do all the virtues. I have all but humility. We kind of just talked about that. With Mandrake that's been acquired, make some negate spells for the Reapers. Yeah, I got... I've been in 2 dungeons, Destined and Despised, and one of them had these horrible Reapers who, like, total party killed me last time. Well, a few streams ago. So I want negate spells for them. I don't remember which one they were in, though. However, I think I'm going to just pick one and just go for it. Flip a coin. I'll have some negate spells ready. Good to have anyway. So basically, after humility shrining, I'm going to do some dungeoning. Ideally, our new recruit, Shimino the Ranger, should be leveled up a little bit. He's got 200 hit points, which is a little bit scary how low that is. I'll make a bunch of spells to prepare. I might hit up the Mandrake area again at the Bloody Plains, right near the Shrine of Sacrifice. And then we're going dungeoneering. All right, so without further ado, why don't we just get into it? Journey onward. Dun 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 dun. Sorry, I enjoy the music too much in this game. All right, let's just go. All right, here we are. Where the heck are we? Pause. Let's see. How are we doing now? Okay, we should probably stop by Lord British again. I think we last did a... I mean, I guess I could just walk into that shrine and see what it is, but I think that might be could it be Sacrifice? I think that might be the last one I got. All right, I'm gonna waste the 2 moves and just check it out again. I think it's gonna kick me out because there hasn't been enough turns if I try to go there, but hopefully it tells me which one it is. Yeah, I'll just do that. Sacrifice. All right. Can I do it again? Okay, that's actually interesting. I wonder if quitting the game resets the turn timer for this. So I'm gonna see if there's a clue that I am lacking. So each number of cycles gives you a different clue. 1, 2, or 3. And these are pretty useful clues if you're not going for... You're not cheating by using spoilers. All right, so I've only done the 3 cycles. So I could do 2 now. Yeah, let's just try 2. Oh, okay. My mind is still weary from that last meditation. Okay, so I am not timed out yet. So, let's head back to Lord British and then get on my boat. And then we'll go. Thanks for the like, whoever liked. I had 2 likes a minute ago, but now it's only 1, so I'm sorry that you stopped liking it, whoever, but that's okay. You're allowed to like or dislike as you please. Let me check my map here. Where the heck are we going? We're going to be going just west a ways. Yeah, alright. What do we have? A lava lizard or something? So what are we doing? We had everybody armed with crossbows pretty much, I think. Except Mariah, who cannot use them, has something else. Sling, was it? Something crappy like that. Lava lizard. Leaping lizard. Dupre for a while was useless. Because he had just his halberd, but... Long story short, he's now useful. Hooray. I guess I should try to have the weaklings get the kills. That's usually a good strategy. So especially Mariah and Shimino. Especially Shimino of those two. So let's try to see if, I'm kind of wondering though, do I want to fool around with lava lizards? I don't think they're that bad really. What's my range with this again? Is it 8? With the crossbows? The lizard is fleeing, okay. Mariah's sling is what, 4 spaces? I have to get used to this again, yep. Shimino should be able to hit, but he missed. Alright, so that one's fleeing. Let's finish it off with somebody competent. somebody competent at battle. Heavily wounded. And now we'll have Shimino shoot it. And it's fleeing, but unfortunately now again, I guess I could just have Shimino shoot it, and if he doesn't finish, he doesn't finish it. If it flees, right? Mariah's gonna charge up with her 2 short distance. Alright, go for it, Shimino. Oh, I missed. Oh, they're shooting lava now at Dupre now. Go, Shimino. Well, Shimino made him flee again. He's still in the fleeing state, basically. So Ryan said he noticed it too. Who would unlike? I don't know. Who the heck cares? If I worry about all, I mean, maybe I care a little bit. I did mention it, but ultimately, you know, it's random people on the internet. If you care too much about the opinions of random people on the internet, you're gonna go crazy. Can Mariah hit from here? I wish it made it clearer if you were short of, like, just shy of the range, or if you missed, actually. It doesn't really make a distinction. Lava lizard barely wounded. It's like it's just a flesh wound. At least the lava just hurts you. It doesn't put you into any bad status. Okay, we're gonna try to get Shimino to get a kill here. Go, Shimino. He misses. Did it say this lizard is fleeing, or is it just sort of changing position here? Now the question is, does Shimino have a line of sight? I don't know. What, did he make lava on himself? Yeah, I think he tried to shoot and hit the rock. He couldn't figure out his own line of sight. Alright, heavily wounded. Yeah, I think he's hitting that rock. I gotta stop doing that. I always have to kind of reacquaint myself with the quirks of the combat every time I do one of these streams. We're just going for Mariah and Shimino only shooting. Alright, Mariah got the kill. Get the chest. Who has the most hit points? I guess MarkW. We are quite low on food. We have to take that into account. On that note, I might want to not fool around with the travels here. I think we can make it to Lord British just fine. But yeah, I might lose. I might be like, but might be down to like 40 or so by the time I get there. Is what I'm estimating. It's very roughly. What the heck is that thing? I'm just remembering there was like a whirlpool that showed up sometimes in the game. Now I'm used to playing on the Commodore 64, so I wonder if that's the same thing, just with a different graphic. But it went onto the land. I don't remember the whirlpool ever going onto the land. Huh. I was tempted to just walk into it. How marshy are we gonna get here? Marshy. I don't think I'm going the right way here. Alright, anyway, let's fight these headless, I suppose. And we have a fake beholder to deal with as well. I believe they're called gazers. Not geezers like us. Alright, Mariah. Shamino, do your thing. Can you hit that? Yes. Gazer critical. Alright, let's let Shamino get this kill. The gazer doesn't do it. The gazer's fleeing. Ah, man. You kill it to prey. Missed. Janna, sure. Janna didn't kill it. Jeffrey will shoot it. Alright, Jeffrey got the kill. Fine. Missed. Do. Alright. Last headless. Let's get Shamina a kill. Shamino, you're coming up now. Shamino's coming up. Wait, is that thing fleeing? I don't think it is. Do it, Shamino. Do it, lady. Alright, here he comes. Mariah, you can shoot too. Miss. Shamino shoots. Headless is fleeing. Run away. Run away. Okay. Okay, let's see what the heck I am. Alright, let's see. Guess this is the way to go. Those skeletons and evil wizards. Focus on the evil wizards first. Shamino! Mage only lightly wounded. Mage critical now. Okay, we're gonna try once again to get Shamino a kill. Everybody else can just pick on the skeletons and such. Shamino, do it. Ah, W took a magical hit. I think that rear wizard might just be too out of range. But again, it's hard to tell for sure. Shamino, come on, hit. I think part of the problem is your dexterity is low. You're lower level, so it's harder to hit. So you really do kind of have to baby the lower level guys. Like, let him get the kill. Let's just, fight with our hands behind our backs while the weaklings try their very best to kill the bad guys. And Mariah, can you do this? Oh, the rock was in her face, though. Shamino, do it! Yeah, Shamino got the kill. Good job, Shammy. I'm gonna call him Shammy from now on. I don't think he likes that nickname. Alright, now we just have to finish off some skeletons. Or as I like to call them sometimes, skeletons. Is that skeleton on the left running away? Well, now he's not. That one is, okay. That one's gonna get away. Alright, we got some more morons chasing us. Morons! Let me just reset, look at the map. I am about to enter some forest. I think I'm around here. It's easy to like over or underestimate your travels. Like it's quite possible I'm even over here. I don't know. I'll just try to keep my eyes open. I'm definitely along the shore though, so I'm probably not where I just pointed to. We've got some demons. This might not be a battle to hold back during. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can handle these guys just fine, but it's a little bit scary. Like 4 of those wizards and 2 demons. Jeffrey, finish the demon. Oh. Chamois missed. Alright, that demon's running away. Let's just try to finish it. Cool. Demon. Kill the wizard. Jana shoots the wizard. Jeffrey shoots the wizard. What are they called actually? Mages. That's their proper name. Shamino, go for the... I think I'm going to hit the rock. Go for the mage. Misses. Demon fleeing. Let's just finish him. Alright, 8 XP for the demon. Now, who did I have Shamino kill that he got 12 XP? The demons only give 8. Wasn't the mage, was it? Oh, it might have been the... Was it the gazer that gives 12? I don't know. Oh, you can't hit. MarkW is getting pounded. Shamino, get a kill. Ah. Mage is fleeing. Mage is dead. Alright, shall we get... Let's let the Wimpies get a kill here. Hey, Wimpies. Do your thing, Wimpies. I think Shamino can aim. Yep. Unfortunately, Mariah's going to take the brunt of it for now. It's alright, though. Go, Shammy. Mage flees, huh? Alright. So much for the kill. You open it, Julia. MarkW is too scared. Alright, so this is... Alright, I see exactly where we are. We are definitely... here now. Ideally, I would have been smart enough to go up through the plains and not through the harsher terrain, but that's okay. Sometimes it's fun going through the harsher terrain. And Ryan says, somebody isolate you saying MarkW is getting pounded. That was my my bait to see if Stu is watching. You know Stu would not be able to resist that one. Or you, for that matter, Ryan. Okay. Should be pretty smooth sailing from here. 64 food still. Alright, my estimate was I'd have like 40. Although I'm not there yet. There's a Moongate. Hello, Moongate. Goodbye, Moongate. Alright, time to heal up. Hopefully a level up, but I'm not expecting much. Out of the way, jesters. All right, Shamino's level 3. Nice. Health. Nope, we're not well. Heal us all. All right. Bye. Okay, Shamino leveled up. That's where we're at. So we need to buy food again. What? Where do I want to buy food? Last time I was looking at the prices to see what's the most efficient, or where's the most efficient place to buy food from, but I could just go to Britain right next to me for the convenience. Let's see, what's the document I even need to open to look at that? I think it was the back of the map right here. Let's see, weapons, armor, recipes, reagents. It doesn't have the food prices, actually. I might have written it down in my notes. Yeah, let's see. We got Pause has 25 for 30. Britain has 25 for 40. So Britain's not the great, you know, a good price here. Scarabray is 25 for 20. That's a good deal. All right, so I'm kind of heading in the direction of Pause anyway. I might just stop there. I have to get a boat though. So that's actually parked near Scarabray, I believe, right? Let me check where I'm. Yeah, I have in my notes, I still have a boat near Scarabray. So I guess it makes sense just to go buy my food at Scarabray. And hopefully not starve before I get there. I should be fine. I could be using horses more, but I don't know. I don't know why I don't. Maybe I should. But for now, we're going to Scarabray. It's not that far. We're almost there already. Oh, I'm going to give the wusses some free fees here. Once again, you wusses are getting welfare experience or something. Oh, that one's fleeing though. Mark can just kill it. That's the problem though when you try to do this. They flee and then sometimes nobody gets the experience. Go, Mariah Carey. Sing All I Want for Christmas Is You at them. That's her offensive magic. Nobody can withstand that for very long. Alright, skeleton kill. Shamina got 4 points, that means. I don't believe we have any line of sight here, but let's try it. Yeah. Skeleton fleeing, see what you can do, Mariah. Okay, Shamina. Got him. I got some orcs creeping up on me. Evaded a sleep trap. Just checking my map here. Okay, I think I need south a little bit. Which bridge is that? Did I go too? I might need to go west a lot more. Let's give the wimps some peas again. Some peas of the X variety. Do we have any line of sight, Shamina? I don't think so. Let's try it. Ah, there we go. Cool. That's some experience. 6 experience for Shamino. I find the XP are they're not as they don't scale the way they should, I feel like. In other words, I just got 6 XP for killing an orc. Where demons demons aren't like super hard, but they're multiple times harder than an orc, and you get 8 experience for a demon. So it's just interesting. And yeah, I think the gazers give you like 12. In other words, just beating up on grunty types actually it's pretty economical as far as how easy it is versus how much XP you gain. Mariah, go Shamino. Mariah's getting this one. Mariah's calling it. Nope, Mariah missed. Shamino missed too. Oh, Mariah's got a orc waving his weapon in her face, and she misses. Shamino misses too. Now she's getting pounded by the orc now. Uh-oh. Oh man, do I have to help these people out because they suck so bad? Ah, I guess I do. Nah, I can't do that. Okay. So, yeah, I think I'm near pause right here. I didn't really go very far. Ah! Hold on a second. Where the heck am I? Let's try to... Okay, it's a ways to go. Oh, I see. Okay. Just so you guys can follow along with my dumb logic. I think I hit this bridge here, and then I just start going this way. And I really just need to go this way. No worries, we'll have enough food. Until the gremlins come, which eat your food. Oh, here come the orcs, okay. Yeah, gremlins eat your food in this game. In NetHack, we had a problem with gremlins, but it was unrelated to food. Because in NetHack, they eat your intrinsics. But my chaotic character had a lot of trouble. Just because of the of accidentally killing them. That was the biggest issue, accidentally killing them. Anyway. They don't care about bright lights in this game, I don't think. Maybe they do, because I think they only exist in the dungeons. Alright, we have is that a fleeing orc up there? No. Doesn't appear to be. Orc barely wounded. You know, in the original Ultima 4, with 8-bit computers, such as the Commodore 64 one that I played, you did not just target something with these, you know, crosshairs and then draw the straight line. You could only fire horizontally or vertically. So that was kind of very limiting in that way. So, acid trap got me. So that was one of the reasons why the Sega Master version seemed so appealing to me. It was that you didn't have that annoying restriction. And Ryan says this tune always gets stuck in my head. What, the battle one? Oh, the troll is fleeing. Let's finish it off. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'll try to feed the weaklings again. Feed the weaklings. Some orc meat. Here comes Mariah. All I want for Christmas is dead orcs. Gotta come up with a better lyric to insert there. Get him, Mariah. Shamino, get him. Mariah, he's fleeing. Shoot him in the back. Alright. She called the corner pocket. Slingshot, corner pocket. More orcs. Oh my god. Alright. Sometimes I don't always feel like beating the weaklings. And it's good to have everybody gain experience too. It's kind of just like you want to, you know, sometimes focus on the weaklings. All right, now we should be close to Scarabray. As much as I like the tune, I think I'm better off pausing usually. I'm not sure if it matters much except for the moon phases, because the moon phases will keep going, which is so strange. Here's our boat. I seem to recall in the Commodore version it would make you pass a turn if you just paused for like I want to say like 10 seconds, it would just say pass, and you miss a turn. That was kind of obnoxious. All right, so let's go to the food shop. All this adventuring just to get some food. Welcome to Food for Thought. Yeah, this is the best price in all of Britannia. Many packs of 25, at least 4. Let's go with like 8 or I don't know. Let's go with 9. That's the max I can get. Do another 5 on top of that. How about? All right, so now we're well stocked for a while. All right, so should we head? We got the boat right here. I guess I'm gonna head over to the shrine of humility. Oh, we got some crazy liches coming. The liches in this game were all these floating skulls. I guess that's like in D&D there was different types of liches, and one of them was the demi-lich, which is a floating skull thingy. I'm going against the wind, unfortunately. The wind is blowing west right now. Against the wind. This is shallow waters. You can't even go in that water that's that shallow. The light blue one. Light blue colored squares are impassable. Here comes Squidward. I think I can shoot them. I was trying to figure this out once, and I remember it was difficult. Like, how do I actually fire the cannon? I guess can I just do attack? Oh, there we go. Hey, I killed it. The problem with that is you get no experience. It's such a lame thing. So you just do that when you're really just need to wipe out the threat. In other words, I shouldn't have used it right there. I need experience. Oh well. Okay, so we're along the coast. We gotta go south some more and east some more. Again, I'm not really sure specifically which island it is. Could just be like this one for all I know. Oh, it's a horse I left there before. Giddy up. So obviously I was here before. Let's pause for a second. I'm looking over here. I'm not sure if I made it all the way over here, but it could be that. So we have some marsh and woods. The woods are like all around this little river thingy here. We got mountains. Should be able to figure that out. I think that might mean it's like around here. And if that's the case, I should probably hop right back onto the boat. But let's take let's sort of survey the area. If I am where I think I am, there should be the honor shrine pretty much right here. Is this the one where you have to like walk through marsh? Hey, there it is. That's it. All right, so I know exactly where I am now. Let's take note that a horse is by the honor shrine, because it could be useful to come back for that. Oh, I wrote that already. Horse left near the Shrine of Honor. Look at that. Okay. All right, giddy up. Bear with me a second. Pull up my map again. So we need to go south and around this coast. The wind is blowing east. So now at least we're going with the wind mostly. Wind is sea. I guess that means calm. So there's no... Yeah, it says calm right at the bottom. Okay, so it's making my travel slower. Give me some wind. No, not that direction. How do I use this horn anyway? I want to practice it. I guess it just use. All right, yeah. Items. Horn. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. I'm going around. All right. Where are these islands? Should be a bunch of little islands. Is one of them? Yep. That looks like. The winds also change while you sit here, not taking a turn. So that's interesting. It's like the global status is the moons and the moon phases and the wind just keep going. All right, so I am by one of these islands down here, sort of trying to figure out which one. If I had to guess based on these shapes, probably this one. It's not like perfectly one-to-one. That's my guess, though. All right, so we're looking for, I guess, the bigger island. It should be straight east. Whoa. Okay. Well, that's a little bit intimidating. I cannot go in there yet. I think there's a way you can get resistance to those through a spell or something. I don't think that's where the shrine is. I feel like I'm going too far. Which one is this? Oh, there's a, oh, this might be, the town that's all torn apart, whatever it's called. Let's check it out. Serpent's Hold. Oh. I don't think I've been here. This is a castle. Could it be this guy here that I have unlabeled? I think that might be it. Alright, so I'm gonna write Serpent's Hold, I think. Serpent's Hold, I think. Well, let's check out what is in this place. Should also verify in my notes that if I have anything written about this place. Maybe I've been here and I forgot, or do I have any notes about what to do? I'll have to revise that note. It's needed. If needed. Alright, let's check ye old notes. And let's see. Serpent Castle. One-handed beggar knows of magic orbs. And Serpent's Castle on the Isle of Deeds is where courage should be sought. Okay, this seems to be that place. Trying to remember what you do with these principles. I know it was at these places, Empeth Abbey and Lyceum. All right, let's work on our courage, I guess. I don't know. Let's see, what should I write here? I guess nothing. Let's just go. Oh, here's a beggar. Hello, do you have one hand by any chance? You meet a destitute, stinking beggar. He says, I am Roderick. Name, I am Roderick. Look, you see a destitute, stinking beggar. Did I say the wrong word before? Destitute. Job, I cannot work. Health, I've lost a hand. Can I give you a hand? Join, I cannot join thee. Give. Have a buck. Oh, thank thee. I shall never forget thy kindness. I got 1,000 of them. Not too kind. Lost a hand. It was eaten by a Zorn. Oh. So this one knows of magic orbs. Wilt thou give me gold? Yes. Thou art kind. Here, I'll give you some more. Orbs. An orb of blue light will raise thy strength, dexterity, or intelligence, but at a cost. Oh, it's those orbs that are in the dungeon. You touch them, and you get hurt. I think all the characters in your party each get hurt, but they each gain strength, dexterity, and intelligence. And that's kind of the downside of going into dungeons without having all the characters in your party, because then the ones that are not in the party will not get the bonus. But you can always revisit them, I think. You meet a very big guard. Name, I am the gate guard. You see a very big guard. What is your job, gate guard? Guard the gates, of course. How are you doing? Very strong. Want to join me? I cannot join you. You want some money? I do not need thy gold, keep it. Can you tell me about this gate that you guard? These are the gates to Serpent Castle. Tell me about your guarding activities. Guard, watch, protect. Art thou here to find courage? Yes, I am the Cowardly Lion. Then thou art at the right place. All right, guard. Bye. Are you a clone guard? I am the gate guard. Well, he said he was the gate guard. Could there be 2 gate guards? Now, the is a definite article. So it sounds like there's only 1 gate guard, the way you guys are talking. You meet a beautiful paladin. Hello, paladin. That must mean she's female. She says, I am Michelle, the sexy paladin. I look at her again and see she's still beautiful. What is your job? I welcome thee unto Serpent Castle. Health? Very well. Art thou well? Yeah, I'm pretty good. Very good. Perhaps thou seeks Sentry. Who's Sentry? He is the lord here. Take the west passage. Alright, might as well take some notes. I mean, it seems pretty much a no-brainer. Sentry. He's in the west passage. Who will give me what? Something? It's somebody. It's a person of interest. Let's go. We'll go with that. Give. Don't need that gold. Join. No. Could use another paladin. Dupre kind of sucks. Hey! This time I'm not well. And thou shalt should visit our healer. Okay. Healer? Take the east passage. Okay. I guess I'll write it down anyway. But I'm really not that beat up. I don't know if it's worth paying for. I forget if paying for the healer is like, 2 gold per hit point or something like that, or is it just like a full heal is X gold? We're just a teeny bit beat up, so it could be worth it. Let's just satisfy my curiosity. Are you a guard too? I am Lori, a buxom guard. Oh. Hello, Lori, the buxom guard. What is your job, buxom guard? I guard this passage very buxomly. Art thou looking for someone? Yes. Who? I am looking for Give. Join? I could use a buxom guard. So far, so good. It won't let me say who. It must mean I need to learn of another name. Otherwise, there's nothing to say here, perhaps. Hello, guy in a room. You meet a tall fighter. I am Durham. Alright. Hello, Durham. I quest for glory. Eats fairly well. Cannot join. Doesn't want money. Quest. I feel that when on a quest, my life has purpose. Art thou on a quest? Yeah, you can say that. I'm kind of here to, save the world. Then thy life has meaning. Yeah, a little bit. Oops, I just bragged about being on a quest to save the world, so now my humility score has gone down. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Now I'm supposed to go west to find that dude, but I'm going to explore a little more first. Academy. Which academy is this? You meet the training master. She says, I am Shira. Or Shira. Shira. A lot of ladies in this place. At least this one isn't described in terms of attractiveness. Which is fine if they're attractive, but they do that a lot. I remember there was one role-playing game book, some obscure role-playing game that people were criticizing because it was like a thick book and it described a lot of characters, and for every single female NPC in the whole book, it either described them as attractive or unattractive. It's interesting. Like, can't they just be a shopkeeper who looks average and is a nice person? It's like, this is an attractive shopkeeper. This is an ugly lady. It's very interesting. Train well, and thy courage can grow with confidence. Wilt thou train? Yeah. Bravo. All right, that's it then. I keep looking at this Ankh here and wondering, do I actually have all 8 parts of the Ankh? I guess the I'm like 99% sure I didn't do the humility thing. I guess the final piece is where I just drew it. Or humility. Or maybe humility doesn't appear on the Ankh. Yeah, because it's too humble. Doesn't want to show off. Hello, Ranger. You meet a ranger engrossed in rangering. He says, I am a ranger, and I ranger the ranges. No, he's engrossed in training. He says, I am a ranger. I am a ranger. I am training. His health is excellent. I train so that I might survive the dungeons. Yeah. I plan to conquer the secret of the altar rooms. Dost thou? Yeah, you want to join me? Ask our teacher about the rooms, for she knows much. Sure, let's do that. The teacher, was that the one up here we just talked to? Training master, can you tell me about the altar rooms, Shira? All right, this is time. It's note-taking time. Yeah, Shira. Shira. Let me just find the right place in the notes to write this stuff down. Bear with me a second. All right, let's make an altar rooms section. Now, these altar rooms are all found in the dungeons. Just as an FYI. And it says in the altar room of courage, use the red, orange, and purple and white stones. There's 4 stones you use there. Any of the stones yet. I actually need to go dungeon hunting. I think I have in my notes that you get the red stone from one of the dungeons I already been to. I think Despair or Destard. Ask a guard of the altar room. Guard. Now, this being the place of courage, and I've been to these other 2 places, the place of love and whatever. I wonder if I already have notes about this. Yeah, I kind of do have some notes. Okay. Purple is used in truth and courage. Yeah, it looks like I gather the information and not always this consistent way. Like this person just straight out said, here are the 4 stones for courage. But the other information I have is a little bit sort of scattered. Like blue stone of honesty is found on the altar of the dungeon of deceit. It is used within the altar rooms and in the abyss. The abyss being the end game area, basically. All right, so but she did say to ask a guard of the altar room. I guess I'll talk to guard again. Guard. Which guard? I mean, a ranger. This is not the same ranger, is it? I am a ranger. The same. It's either a clone or the same one. Let me check the other one. I think I spoke to the second ranger, but Yeah, I kind of wish they didn't clone them. Like, what does this accomplish? Just waste your time. All right, fine. Oh, here's the healing place. Talk to this random fighter. Meet a seasoned fighter. Name, I am Rourke. I fight for Britannia. He just healed up. Good. Art thou? Yeah, I'm pretty good. And strive to find the secrets of the Abyss. Cool. Tell me about the Abyss. The great Stygian Abyss holds the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. Yeah, it's not worth writing down. Kind of knew that. Codex, I know little. Alright. See ya. Let's check out the prices here. Because again, I don't remember if they're like healing, you know, cost per hit point or what. Curing, healing, or resurrection. Let's say Mariah. 200 for 10. No. Her name is Windwalker, by the way, or his name. What about to heal me? 200 as well. I guess it's just like a full healing for one person, and it's 200. It's not very economical if you are just a tiny bit injured. So no thank you. Shoot. This might be a moment to look up spoilers. Hello, Emily. How's it going, honey? Thanks for stopping by. Right, the reason why I said I might look up a spoiler here is I don't really want to give up 100 hit points. But I'm afraid if I say no here and refuse to give blood, it might take away my partial avatarhood in perhaps sacrifice. Because suddenly I'm being selfish. Let me think for a minute. Largely I'm playing this game unspoiled, but I guess it would be good to know. I'm going to cheat and look it up. Let's see. Ultima 4. You know, I've come this far. I feel like I just shouldn't do it. I'm not going to look it up. It kind of sucks, though, if I do have to give 100 points every time I stop by a healer. So the question becomes, do I risk it just to... If I hit no and everything is fine, that's great. Now I know I don't have to worry in the future. But, you know what? At this point, I'm not too concerned about dying anyway. So I'll give the blood. And, by the time I get to going into one of these dungeons, I'm going to want to heal up anyway. So I'm going to give the blood. Alright, I just have to remember if you go to the healer, they're going to ask for blood. Hello, sleeping guy. You meet a wounded sailor. He says, I am Lasorn. Lasorn? I am Laverne. Wounded sailor, I am a sailor. Health, I alone survived the shipwreck. The HMS Cape. Ever heard of her? No. She was a mighty vessel. Do not need thy gold, keep it. I cannot join thee. Alright. See ya, rest up. Have a good recovery. I'm gonna need some cookies after donating blood. Hey, sentries here, everybody. I thought they said they were in the West Passage. Stern guard. I am a baronial guard. I guard our lord. Most good. Can't join, don't want money. Sentry rules this castle. Dost thou wish an audience with Sentry? Yes. Granted, enter. This castle. This castle is built on courage. We built this castle on... Courage? Are you clone? Yes. I am a baronial guard clone. Who is your lord, Sentry? Now, would that be funny if there was another castle where the ruler was named Guard and the guards were called sentries? Alright, Sentry, hello. You meet a stately baron. He says, I am Sentry. Hello. What's your name? I am Sentry. Look, stately baron. What's your job? What do you do, stately baron? I rule this province. It's quite a crappy province on this accursed island in the middle of nowhere. How are you doing? Very well. Want to join me? No. Want some money? No. Tell me about this province. Yes, these islands and much more. Oh, it's more than just these islands. That's all I can say to him? Might have to learn something else. Alright, I guess bye then, for now. But I might need to learn something else to talk to him about, some other topic. We were already in here, weren't we? This person told me to go in the west corridor, which I assume is what I'm walking down now, to meet Sentry. You meet a handsome guard. Hello, handsome guard. We had the beautiful guard over there, handsome guard over here. I am Samuel. I guard this passage handsomely. Art thou looking for someone? You say yes. Who? I don't know. People ask me who I'm looking for and I am not allowed to answer. But obviously I know where Sentry is if that's who I was going to ask for. Can I join? Can I give? Now I'm not looking for someone. Then be on thy way. Okay. Fine. Hello. You meet a bold fighter. He says, I am Garam. I am Garam. See a bold fighter. I fight with courage. Dost thou? Yeah, usually. Good. Quite well. Join no. Give no. Courage. Courage makes kings out of knaves. Alright. Bye then. Bye. So, what did I get out of this place? Just knowledge of the altar rooms? There was somebody said to talk to a guard about something, didn't they? I guess I can go back to the guards I've already spoken to, like these idiots. These seem like very generic idiots. Gate. Guard. I'm here to find courage, yes. You're in the right place. I got a deal for you. Hold on, who was telling me to talk to a guard? Was it, Beautiful Paladin. Hello, Paladin. Seek Sentry. West Passage. We already know that's a lie. We gotta go to the North Passage. Just trying to remind myself who said to talk to a guard. Yeah, I'm supposed to ask a guard about the altar room, right? Yeah, ask a guard of the altar room. But none of these guys want to talk about the altar room, right? Is that an option here? No. I feel like it would have to be one of the guards I had already talked to before talking to that trainer. There's no guards here. I don't know. How about this one? Go back to this one. Hey, Laurie, the buxom guard. Yeah, they don't tell me about altar rooms. They just do this differently. Say I'm not looking for someone to be on their way. I don't know. I think I pretty much got all the info about the altar room of courage. This is like the 4 stones I need there is pretty much complete information, I would think. And they're not going to tell me about the other altar rooms, are they? Maybe I'm done here. I don't know, I'm kind of confused. Why did the Baron guy have no purpose, really? I'm gonna go to the Baron one more time and then probably just leave. I'm burning a lot of fuel, actually, while walking around like this. Food, that is. Fuel, food, same difference. Alright, Sentry, do you have anything interesting to say? You would think as an important person here, you would. They rule the provinces, that's about it. Okay, bear with me a moment. I have to take a sneeze break. Excuse me. Hold on, are those secret doors I see? Look at these little black dots are here and here. Now in the Commodore version, they showed up as like a white dot, but it was like the bricks were mostly white too, so it was hard to see it. Ah, and I've already encountered that in this game, this Sega Master version. But I took a 2-year break until last week. All right, so this is interesting now. You meet a burly guard. Ah, now this one will tell me about the alt room. I am a treasure guard. What do you do, treasure guard? We guard the Lord's treasure. Our Lord's treasure, not the Lord. Not Jesus' treasure. Treasure. This treasure is not for thee. Dost thou intend to steal our Lord's treasure? No. Wise move. Seek out Durham for knowledge of dungeons. I already spoke to Durham. Is he the one that told me about... Okay. Alright, I'll check with him again anyway, but I'm like 90% sure that was just the guy who told me that the altar room of courage uses red, orange, purple, and white. Alright, that's all this guy has to say, and I assume the other ones are clones. Can't even talk to the third one. Health is excellent, yep. Alright, we'll talk to Durham again anyway. Just to make sure we didn't miss something. But it's interesting because you would kind of logically probably talk to Durham first if that is the guy who told me that information earlier. You meet a wise druid. I am Sister Antos. What's your job, Sister Antos? I have important information. Oh yeah? Your health is well enough. Information on what subject? I don't know. Informational subjects. I guess I need... It makes me think I need more info, like another trigger. Now, on the Commodore version that I played, this was free text that you would type. So it wouldn't be so obvious that you explored all the options available. You would start typing things like... Sometimes we would literally sit there for like 5 minutes, like anything you could think of. Codex, stones, dungeon, like... It would all say, I cannot help thee with that. I cannot help thee with that. But, I prefer this method because it's less of random guesswork. Look at this. There's a Nixie there. You gonna attack me, Nixie? You meet a spiny Nixie. He says, I am Noxum. Noxum the Nixie. I swim the seas. They swim a tiny little pool. How's your health? Nice and wet. Right? Seas. There are many ships at the bottom. A survivor would know where to search. Hast thou heard of the HMS Cape? I have, actually, just now. She had a magical wheel. Oh, this is important. I remember the magical wheel vaguely. I don't know if they'll actually tell me any info on how to find it, but the HMS Cape, which I went down near Serpent Castle, has a magical wheel that strengthens hull. Can I ask about the wheel some more? I guess not. Let's say no to this. You know, back in the day, I used to be afraid if I just like tried both options when I'm asked a question, when I'm asked a question by an NPC, that it would accuse me of lying and I would lose honesty points and then just lose that part of the Ankh, basically. But that doesn't seem to actually happen. But you know, you don't know how the mechanics work. You just know you have to be good in all these virtues, and it puts you a little bit on, you know, like a feeling of walking on eggshells, kind of. Burly guard. Like, you can't just run around killing these burly guards and stealing their treasure. Eggshells, I tell you. These are clones of the other room as well. I mean, it'll be good to get this, but, you know, I would lose, like, you know, whatever virtues. Well, if I attack them, what would I lose? I'm actually not sure. Would it be honor or? Maybe justice? I don't know. Alright, looks like that. Is there any other secret door? Oh, here we go. Now I'm just on the other side of Mr. Nixie here. Mr. Nixon. I'm like 99% sure if I step up one, I'm going to leave the whole town. That's why I'm avoiding doing that. I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to just test it. I could just go back in. Yeah, alright. I want to talk to Durham again, just to be sure. Who is Durham? This one? Beautiful Paladin. Yeah, beautiful Paladin Michelle. Guards don't have names. We know that. Here's Durham. The altar room of courage gives the third part of a key. Oh, that's good to know. So let's write that down. Altar room. So we know what stones we need. The third part of a key. We got a ways to go in this game still. Alright, thank you. Any information on the key? No. That would be too useful. Alright, let's just leave. Alright, I think I can leave the dungeon the town safely now. Alright. Yeah, look at all the food we consumed just running around the town. Alright, what's next? I guess we're gonna head to what the hell's happening there? Pirate. You wanna fight, pirate? Let's do it. Alright, there's only two of them. Dorks. Well, that's another free ship for what it's worth, I guess. Okay. So I can take note that I have a boat parked there because it's good to take note of such things. Boat parked, where is this place? Isle of something. Isle of Man. Let's just say near Serpent's Hole. Serpent's Hole, Serpent's Castle. They use a couple of different names for it. Okay, so back to the map. On that note, yeah, on that note, I'm trying to figure out where the heck I go for finding the shrine. Could it possibly be those like lava-looking areas? Those islands we saw where there was lava and fire. The for now plan doesn't exist, by the way. On the Dark Island, north bank of the Isle of the Abyss. Guarded by endless hordes of demons. Southeast of the Shrine of Honor. South and west beyond the swamps. I think somebody in the town of Trinsic told me that. So they said south and west beyond the swamps. So I was a little bit confused what they meant, like relative to Trinsic. But maybe we can look at the map somewhere. South and west beyond the swamp. I mean, there are swamps around here. Well, let's poke around a little bit in the game. Let's take a look at the land. Let's hug the coast so we can see if there's any swamps. I think I went too far. This is a different island. Oh, hello. Want to fight, guy? Let's just fight. That's only one Nixie. Heavily wounded. Let's see if Shamino can do it. Do it, lady. Mariah is too far, right? Yeah. Alright. Mariah steps up. Shamino shoots and scores. Hello, is that a Netin? Two-headed giant kind of thing. Alright, so I don't know, I'm just checking around and see if there's any swamps. Oh, good sea monsters. Etin. A single Etin. Okay. Ooh, they left treasure for me. How nice of them. Julia. These serpents want to fight now, okay. I think if you're not careful, they can shoot you on the map screen, and then your ship hull takes damage. It can be scary, because that's TP. Total party kill if the ship dies. The ship is destroyed. Mariah steps up. Shamino does his thing and misses. Dupre. Jeffrey actually got hit for, it looked like 19 damage. Serpent fleeing. Chicken. The other serpent is heavily wounded. Jeffrey, kill this one. Critical. Mariah, go for it. Yeah, Mariah got some XP. 9. Shamino, do it. Oh, the stupid ship's post was in the way. Alright. Just kill it. Alright, what the heck are these swamps? It's very slow going in the shallow waters. But you can see the coast better from there. So I'm going around this whole island with Serpent's Hold on, or Serpent's Castle. And that looks like it has no swamps. Ah. Mariah, Shamino. Stupid rock. Barely wounded. Orc is fleeing. Kill him, Jana. Alright, let's see if Shamino can get the last one. Is it fleeing that guy? Get it, Mariah. Okay, it's not fleeing. Now Mariah can try. And Shamino. Mariah made him flee. Shamino missed. Hit the wheel. Don't. Do it, Mariah. Can Shamino get him now, or is he gonna hit the wheel again? Out of range for Mariah now, I think. So Shamino will shoot again. Let's just finish him off. Alright. Yeah, it looks like no swamps on this island. So that's not it. Well, let me review stuff again. Isle of the Deeds is the one to my right. Serpent's Castle on the Isle of Deeds. Okay, so actually the labeling on the map is a little confusing because the Isle of Deeds is the place where Serpent's Castle is on. In other words, oops. Can't undo it. Great. There we go. Isle of Deeds is the one is this one with Serpent's Castle. This is I don't know what. I think that's the place that had all the crazy lava and fire. Take a look again. I'm just a little bit to the right. Oh, this is not what had it. This is just an ordinary place. Isle of the Abyss. I don't have anything labeled that. North bank of the Isle of the Abyss. On the Dark Island. / North bank of the Isle of the Abyss. I'm gonna have to make sure I've checked all these islands. I'll like mark them on the map. Just to verify all the ones I've been to. Alright, so the little one on the east. Just draw a little check box or check mark or something. Alright, so we got that one checked off. And we know Serpent's Hold, the Isle of Deeds, we've done that one. And there's no swamps there. South and west, south and west beyond the swamps. And then I was wondering if they meant relative to Trinsic. This is a little bit complicated. We have to like kind of figure out what they're talking about. So Trinsic is over here. But it also said southeast of the Shrine of Honor, which is here. So somewhere southeast and south and west of the swamps or something like that. South and west beyond the swamps. And again, I wasn't sure if they meant relative to Trinsic. Oh, this stuff. I don't know, I guess I'll just do process of elimination at this point, just like check all these areas. But that weird place with the fiery stuff, it's pretty sure that's gonna kill me. I don't know. It seems reasonable to assume it would kill me if I just jumped into it. Yet that almost seems like a possibility. Like you jump through the evil fire, and if you happen to survive it, you can get where you need to be. Seems like a very Ultima-y thing. Hello, brigands, you want to fight? Or rogues, whatever you're called. Alright, Shamino, do your thing. Alright. Get the money while we're here. Ryan said earlier he wouldn't judge me if I want to be a dirty cheater, by the way. Alright, so this is the next island on the map. Part of me wonders if I should just like walk on each of them. See if I stumble across anything. Guess I might as well try it. Stupid. I guess there's also a search command, but that's also silly to do. Alright, Nixies, you want to fight? It's one of you. Now it's fleeing immediately. Ah! I didn't expect them to be armed and able to aim their crossbows. Well, we can't aim very well, actually. Shamino will do it. Yeah, Shamino, you did it. You got your 5 XP. Woo! Alright, so let's continue checking off these islands, I guess. So we'll go just north right here. Yeah. This one's interesting because it's mostly surrounded by shallow water, it looks like, which I can't pass. Oh, this looks interesting. Southwest of some swamp? That could be it. I have to search. Nothing here. It might mean I actually have to get my boat and travel southwest of these swamps. I could step in the marshes and search as well, but I don't know about that. That's the last resort, I feel like. Like nothing really was indicative that you actually have to search the swamps directly. And yet they look so suspicious there. Sitting there all swampy. Well, let's just keep checking out the isles. I have a feeling this might just be an unlisted isle, an unmapped isle. You do have to admit that weird fiery stuff. That's got to be something. I just don't know if we're going to instantly die. That would kind of suck. So death in this game is not the worst thing. You go back to Lord British and what, you lose all your gold? Something like that. Alright, nothing on this island. At least not apparently. This one here. Oh, there's more swampiness. Can I go up in the menu? Just wrap around? Yeah, it's a faster way to get to search. Alright, cool. Not expecting much, but I feel like I need to do this. Yeah. What have we here? I don't know if I did every square, but I think I'm ready to move on. I feel like you have to actually be on the boat. Like, in other words, I feel like you enter this place on a boat. Seahorses, okay. I'm killing seahorses. Ordinary seahorses. Not giant, monstrous, evil seahorses. Shamino! Jeffrey, magical hit. Yeah, they shoot magical stuff. That's not great. Seahorse fleeing. Should I try to get Shamino that kill? Yeah. Shamino can get this one. Yeah. Right, where were we? I did that one. Oh geez, Squidward. Sometimes I get totally thrown off by combat, like I'm like, ooh, gathering my bearings again on the map and getting confused. I'm not hitting anybody here. Squid barely wounded. Shamino, do it. Lightly wounded. Jeffrey's taking a beating. Squid heavily wounded. Squid heavily wounded. Barely. Lightly. Mariah, kill it. Shamino, kill it. Oh. Squid fleeing. Alright, Mariah got a squid kill. Shamino electrified. I don't remember if this could be me making it up, but I think if there's animals who are fleeing, it's considered in poor valor or poor honor to attack them. Or it might just be you don't attack them first on the map, though. Nevertheless, I'll let them flee, I guess. And that one's fleeing, too. That one's fleeing, too. I don't know. I feel like I might have tested that last time, and it wasn't really bad. The question is, do I want to risk it? Yes, I'll try it. That's a miss, okay. Mariah, get it. Still fleeing. Shamino, kill it. Still fleeing. Squid flees. one's fleeing too. Squid kill. Alright, we didn't lose any, like, valor or whatever, or honor by killing a fleeing squid, so I guess it's okay to do that. Kill all the fleeing squids you want. Got one more fleeing squid. Our last chance. Heavily wounded. Actually, it's not fleeing. It's just heavily wounded. The parade! Julia! Oh, hits the post again, dope. Yeah, I should have realized that. Shimino, do it! Squid fleeing. Killed. Alright, what the heck are we doing? Once again, I get thrown off. I think I searched everything on this one pretty much. I'll take note of my map here. Stop it! I don't want to fight you jerks. I guess I could just shoot him. No, it doesn't work that way if they're next to you, I guess. Nixie fleeing. Did I search in this island? I can't remember now. I have it marked off, but I think I must have. Wasting time being stupid. I do again think you're supposed to take your ship into this special area though. Alright, so there's one more little island left I haven't hit up yet. This one. Well, some places called the Isle of the Abyss, and those fiery places don't seem out of place. Just don't know if I should just drive my ship into it, steer my ship right into it. Seems very foolhardy. Oh, what's that place? Oh, that's back to the mainland, I think. All right, so I've crossed off all the little islands on the map around here. I think I'm gonna just kind of drive around this area and see if there's anything hidden. And I could always go back to the fiery places and do something stupid. Well, you know what, this game, it's not save scumming to quit and save, try something, and then restore your save. It's a totally valid approach, I think. Actually, now I'm recalling that you can't quit without saving unless you do something like turn off the computer, so it felt a little bit dishonorable to do that. Real life dishonorable. You can't just quit the game without saving by using the software, right? So sometimes, if I recall correctly, back in the day, we would just save our game, try something foolhardy, and just turn off the computer if it turned out badly. Alright, I don't know. Going against the wind now. Against the wind. So what I'm getting at is I could just save my game, and if things go wrong, close the emulator and restart it. Let's go back west, actually. Okay. Hey, look at them. This is sort of this cove by the mainland. So it did say, again, it says where I am now is right here. And the tip, which I think I read intrinsic, said something like southwest of the swamps. And southeast of the Shrine of Honor. Could it just be like to my west a little bit or something? But it's on its own island though. Maybe I should just like go like around here or something. It probably just was that weird fiery stuff I found before, but I feel like that was I don't know where that was. I was just wondering. It might have been like around here or here. But these are swamps. If it said, if I was intrinsic and it said check southwest beyond the swamps, southeast is a Shrine of Honor. It does seem like that would line up like right about here-ish. It's very strange. Isle of the Abyss, it said? On the Dark Island. Somewhere else is... Somewhere else in my notes I have written Isle of the Abyss. Oh. Yeah, okay, so it's on the Dark Island / north bank of the Isle of the Abyss. Okay. But there's no Isle of the Abyss on the map. Well... I just gotta find those fiery places. What else could it be, right? But, I'll just save my game before. I consider that less cheating than if I just look it up. Look at these Ettins. I want to fight you guys. They have a demon. The Ettins and the demons are both worth 8 experience. Whoa, they're throwing some pretty huge rocks at me. Demon killed. Shamino, do it. Oh. Pray. Julia. Julia is like Julia Child here. To shoot across my today. Alright, go Shamino. Alright, so we're gonna just find those fiery places again. I mean, it's gotta be Island of the Abyss, right? There's multiple little islands. That's what's disturbing me. How do I know? So yeah, I don't know exactly where those were, but I think they were east-ish. Was it past the Serpent's Hold Island? Isle of Deeds? Here we go. I mean, if I had to describe an Isle of the Abyss, it could easily look like that. But I have to walk through lava, and this is like the same kind of lava that the lizards shoot. But I'm just realizing I can't go through the shallow water even if I want to. There's a strange little inlet over here. Maybe that's related. This might be all it is. Maybe just go in here and... Oh, then nothing happened. Okay. What if I play the horn? I don't think that's how it works. The horn sounds an eerie tone. Oh, and this red thing is up. I think that means I'm warded from the demons for that temporary amount of time. Could search. I don't know how one searches the water when you're in a boat. Maybe you go like scuba diving or something. So the red wore off, so the ward against the demons is already gone. I guess you would have to take like use it and then take a few steps, use it again, something like that. But this is not looking like something I can get into, unfortunately. Alright, so this is probably, I guess this is not it, I don't know. Yeah, there's something, this might be for later in the game, something else. But... let me, review this map again now. The Dark Island, north bank of the Isle of the Abyss, guarded by for the team southeast of Shrine of Honor. I mean, it's kind of... I don't know, could it just be like over here or something? It seems like a bit of a stretch, but... guess I'll just keep poking around. This is the first time I felt kind of stumped this whole game. Of course, I'm going against the wind now, and I'm using up food pretty quickly. Got 173 left. I had like 350 earlier. So which one is this? The Isle of Deeds or that little guy? This is the Isle of Deeds. So we're still looking for the Isle, the Dark Isle or whatever. North bank of the Isle of the Abyss. Might be one of those. I was gonna say it might be one of the places like you need to gate to or something, but it literally told me southeast, Shrine of Honor, south and west beyond the swamps. And every time I see a little patch of swamps, I'm like, ugh. This is, I think I'm sort of by the mainland here. Either here or here. Here, I'm back at the shrine again. Do I have all the tips from the Shrine of Honor? There might be more to get. Let's see, where is that? In my notes. Look for cycles, you can find it. I only have one of them, so I might as well visit the Shrine of Honor again, because I'm right here. Alright, so I have, for one cycle, it says, take not the gold of others, for this shall bring dishonor upon thee. Let's go for 2 cycles. Let me check the mantra of honor. The mantra of honor is looking sum, S-U-M-M, sum. Once again, we enter sum for the second cycle. Thy thoughts are pure, thou art granted a vision. To strike first a non-evil being is by no means an honorable deed. That's kind of just what I was concerned about the animals. So it's okay to attack them when they're fleeing, but you don't actually initiate combat, or you lose honor, and then I'd have to regain honor and then go back to this shrine again to get my partial avatar. So again, so I'm just writing this down. It's good to have all the tips. All right, so that's that. And southeast and southwest. Does it mean these swamps? Southwest of the swamps? I feel like if I go too west, though, then I'm no longer south east of the Shrine of Honor. But it could just mean maybe like as a path. First you go southeast of the swamps, then you go southwest. I just gotta make it up because I have no idea where to go. But let's do it. I'll probably wrap around the world because that's how this works. What was that? Oh, that just might be the area with the Shrine of Valor and the town of Gelome, Valorian Isle. That's probably what this is. Yeah, there it is. While I'm here, is it worth visiting the Shrine of Valor for a tip? Yeah, it is. I only have one of them. Okay. Alright, so I might as well check that out as well. Shrine of Valor. I don't know why I give you this choice here, because, like, you enter the Shrine of Valor. It's known to be Valor, and you have to just choose Valor. Anyway, that's fine. Let's do 2 cycles, because I have the notes for 1 cycle only. The note for 1 cycle is: victories scored over evil creatures help to build valorous soul. It's 1 is Valor, 2 cycles. Now the mantra is what? The mantra of Valor is Ra. It kind of makes sense, it feels like. Ra Ra. Okay, I should get a vision, yep. To flee from battle with less than grievous wounds often shows a coward. Well, let's write it down for the heck of it. Now, I wonder if that means you can flee from battle without losing valor if you're almost dead? If you do have grievous wounds, can you just do that? Yeah, normally you just can't flee or you'll lose valor. And you have to go build it up again and go back to this place, etc., etc. Anyway, there's the town of Gelome. Is there anything worth going there for? There's always room for Gelome. Check my notes about Gelome. Oh, they have a lot of good armor there. Magic chain and magic plate. So expensive, though. I doubt I can afford it. All right. Earlier, I learned about the sextant from that place. Do I have the sextant? I do. My latitude is, what is it? 0 degrees or 0 degrees C minutes, and C for longitude. C longitude factory. Alright, so I'm still not anywhere close to finding the Dark Island or whatever. Because I'm a nutcase, I'm going to reread these notes again. Right, on the Dark Island / north bank of the Isle of the Abyss. Why would it say it's on the Dark Island and the north bank of the Isle of the Abyss? That's like two. Is Dark Island just an adjective? The name is the Isle of the Abyss? It could be. Guarded by endless hordes of demons, southeast of the Shrine of Honor, south and west beyond the swamps. And then I wrote in parentheses relative to Trinsic with a question mark because I wasn't sure. So if I knew which swamps they meant, that would help. But this is not the Isle of whatever the Abyss. This is a known island called Valorian Isle because related to Valor, Valorian. Get it? And it did say southeast of the shrine. Right now I'm southwest of it. So I don't know, man. If it gave me latitude and longitude, I could use a sextant for that. At some point I have to worry about my food. Okay, what have we here? This again. I mean, could it just be one of these unassuming islands is the one? Hell of the Abyss. Thing is, I already searched islands with swamps. I was searching southwest of swamps in case that's what they were referring to. I think I searched this. I don't know. I mean, you can search in the boat as I mentioned, so maybe I actually have to be in the boat and search. I could go southwest of the swamps. Seems kind of silly, but here comes some pirates. Just don't want them blowing up my boat. Usually you're better off fighting them hand to hand if you can. However, they can't go through that shallow water, so they'd have to go around. And they can shoot their cannons at me from there. Maybe I can lure them over. Or I might just have to shoot them before they shoot me. They can shoot me in a moment, can't they? Yeah, let's just fight like this. Arr. I board them. I guess I'm the pirates here. But yeah, when they shoot your ship with the cannons, that's pretty nasty. Shimino's out of range. Yeah, they're wusses, ultimately. Shimino gets some points. Hooray. Another boat, I'll just leave it there, I guess. I seem to recall you could actually get so many boats that you leave in the water that you make a bridge. You could just walk across the bridge of boats. Alright. What was my idea to search in the boat? It seems so stupid. Oh. Good, some liches. Or lichs. What's the right way to say that? I guess if it's a German word, it would be more like lich. Lichs. Oh, look at this one loser. Let's let Shimino or Mariah pick him off. Go get him, Miss Carrie. Mariah Carey. Heavily wounded by Shimino, Mariah tries to finish the job and does so successfully. We've got another boat. We did want to make a boat bridge. Part of me says to stop being stupid and just look this up. Shall we shoot the liches or get the XP? What do they do in combat? They don't do anything too nasty, I feel like. Yet I'm intrinsically afraid of them. Let's check the guide. Not that nothing cheating. The manual that you're supposed to read. Bear with me a second. Is it the History of Britannia book? This undead shade of a powerful wizard can still cast very powerful magic spells. The Lich is a most dangerous opponent under even favorable condition. That's all they say. I feel like they just do like a magical attack sort of a thing, but Eric says this song's gonna be stuck in my head for a week. This song's been in my head for decades, so you can join the club. Alright, do I want to fight them normally or just blast them? Let's fight them normally, get some XP. I gotta. I'm not stupid. Alright, there's just 3 of them. Heavily wounded. Critical. And dead. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I took a decent amount of damage from the magical attack. like getting hit repeatedly like that. Killed the Lich, 13 XP. Not bad. Hey, let's deal with the Lich's treasures. Ooh, bomb trap. Everybody took some damage. Oh, maybe not everybody. Alright, let's think what to do here. Kinda wanna not cheat, but look I almost wanna like revisit my past streams and reread the exact messages that I transcribed here. In fact, when they were telling me this, I wasn't really sure they were talking about this Shrine of Humility. I wrote a question mark in parentheses here. That's the only one remaining, and I definitely know if there's like a horde of demons. That part I absolutely remember. There's a horde of demons, and you have to use the silver horn to ward them off. Checking my notes a bit more. Use silver horn to avoid waking up demons at the shrine. Humility. That's like pretty much all I got written down. Alright, okay, I'm gonna consider this not cheating. I'm gonna look up the messages I was given. Hopefully I can find them. I have to think of how to Google this carefully. North bank of the Isle of the Abyss. I just want to like see the chat messages they sent me. If I can find that without extra spoilage. Or I could just admit I need a little bit of a spoiler. Alright, I found it. There was somebody named Simple. Simple. In the town of Vesper. Shepherdess, who said, the Shrine of Humility lies on the north. It's pretty much verbatim what I wrote. Lies on the north bank of the Isle of the Abyss, and is guarded by endless hordes of demons. Know the isle? If you say yes, she says good. If you say no, she says southeast of Britannia. So it was technically Britannia, just the mainland? Which would mean basically around here probably. Or it could be like over here even, I guess. Should I just keep going east? Maybe I should. If I wrap around back to, and you do wrap around quicker than it feels like you should sometimes, but if I do wrap around to Valorian Isle, I will know that it's either not there or I missed it. Alright, let's try that next. At some point I have to make sure I don't run out of food. That's okay. I think we're good for the moment. Or I could just hit up Scarab Ray quickly. Nah, that's quick. It's still a bit of a trick. Alright, we're going east. We're gonna go crazily east. I don't know. What about the other chat message I recorded about being something like southwest of the swamps? That was not in that last one. That last message from Simple. So let me look that one up too. Let's see. On the Dark Island. Yeah, who said the dark? Those were separate tips, I guess. Like one person told me the Dark Island, somebody else said the Isle of the Abyss. That's what I'm gathering. But southeast of the Shrine of Honor. Let's look that up. Nobody actually said that. Okay. It looks like nobody said that. It could have been my own interpretation somehow. Okay, I found something southeast. Oh. Found something else about southeast of the Shrine of Armor. That's actually the HMS Cape, where that thing sunk. Okay. All right, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep traveling. All right, east we go. Might as well go in the deeper part of the ocean. Go away, orcs. All right, east we go. I don't know if I need to veer up, north or south at all. Oh, we're going east. Oh, it's that again. I still feel like this could conceivably be it. I just don't know what I do. Let's just keep going east. I'm getting distracted. Stick to the plan. Oh. This could be it. All that searching, and did we finally find it? How do we even enter it? I guess we could just jump on the land and see what's there. But I feel like you're supposed to go to the actual area of the shrine in the boat. I don't know. It's been a long time. Could be misremembering that. I'm just finding these little isolated patches of land that you can walk on, blocked off by islands, by mountains. I mean. Oh, it's set to go on the north shore of it. So let's go all the way around. As the wind is going south, of course. My food supply is dwindling. Hello. Nixies. What do we got with them? We got some seahorses. Seahorses were shooting annoying magical things. I don't like those. What time is it in real life? 11:22 p.m. Alright. Maybe I'll just try to, hopefully I can complete this stream just getting to the Shrine of Humility, okay. And then we can call it a stream. I was hoping to get into the dungeon, but I was hoping to do that like last time, too. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe there's a little bit of time to go dungeon exploring. Alright. How's everything holding up? We're a little bit beat up. I mean, MarkW is quite beat up relative to his maximum HP of 700, but he's doing alright enough. Now, the annoying thing is you cannot rotate your character out of the first position. And I just found the North Shore is like a sharp point here. I don't think I can actually go there. Oh, here's something. Oh, I think we got it. Oh, this looks promising. Alright, I think this is it. So, I'm trying to remember how we do this horn thing. I guess when you use it, it shows the demon, the anti-demon thing, like as a little symbol over here. I guess I could just keep using it because I'm not really sure how to time it right. So I'll just get off the boat and use it immediately, or even use it right now. And when it wears off, I'll just use it again, like immediately. I do have to step off it to use it, because if I press A on the boat, it'll just make me get back on the boat again. At the horn. The horn sounds an eerie tone. Which way to go now, though? Oh, there it is. So, usually these rough, hilly areas take a few turns to travel through. So, let me just use the horn again, is what I'm getting at. Just in case it expires. Alright, we're here. Finally. Upon what virtue dost thou meditate? Humility. For how many cycles? 3. And let's look up the mantra while the meditation's happening. Hope I remembered to get that mantra. And the mantra of humility is LUM, L-U-M, because pride mantra... Oh shit. I wrote this wrong. So one of these is wrong. I feel like LUM sounds right, so it must have been the pride mantra is mull. We had to tip that humility is pride backwards. LUM sounds right. But if I get it wrong, I don't think it's the end of the world. I think I can just try again later. Or hopefully right away. But let's try it. LUM. LUM. I think so far so good. LUM. Alright, that was to cheat partial avatar hood in the virtue of humility. Yeah, I'm the best at being humble. Take that, everybody. So long, suckers, thou art granted a vision. Screenshot it. I'll put it in my folder of screenshots. Woo. Let's pause in case the expiration of that thing is on a timer. The ward thingy, I mean. Silver horn, in other words. All right, so I got my rune scene at the humility place. I don't know exactly what you do with these runes. I don't remember. But I have other screenshots in my folder. I call them symbols, I guess. Just be consistent with what I'm naming them. Not every place gave me a symbol, I feel like. But just to take a quick look, here's the humility symbol I just got. When I was at sacrifice, I got this one. Spirituality gave me this one. Compassion gave me this one. That looks just the same as one of the others. Was it justice? No. Yeah, these ones look the same. Sacrifice and compassion. But even though I went to all 8 shrines, I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those pop-up symbol things, I think. Unless I forgot to catalog them or something. All right, well, let's get the heck out of here before demons get me, I guess. So it could be fun to get the XPs. I don't know if the game overwhelms me so much that it's impossible to beat them, or just I would be here all night, or what. But I think I'm just gonna keep using the horn. Do I want to explore to the east a little bit? Guess I could. Is it a dead end though? Oh, use the horn again, it wore off. It doesn't last long. So again, these hills are multiple turns each. I feel like this is just a dead end, like just a distraction for when you're trying to find the shrine if you go the wrong way. Just to mess you up. I'm kind of curious if you can just fight the demons feasibly. Alright, looks like, yeah, this is just a sort of a red herring. Let's get out of here. I risk the final 2 turns just to see how it goes. I'm gonna try it. Final few turns. I know demons came. Okay. Losers. Alright. Yay, we're humble people now. We're the most humble people of all time. Yeah, now I need food again. Jeez. I might want to draw on the map. I just don't know exactly where these places were. So there's the Isle of the Abyss with the Yes, that's how it looks. Yeah, I'll draw this on later. I don't know if I ever need to come back there. I guess, but maybe if I want to get more of the tips of the shrine, I might want to. All right. So let me just think which ways I want to go here or whatnot. I want to go to Scarabray, but is it faster to just go around the world? It might be. So I'm going to get food at Scarabray by going northeast. Mostly east, I guess. Around the world. Around the world, around the world. Hopefully I'm not underestimating the distance here. But I do recall, like, you surprisingly quickly... Oh, boy. You wrap around the world surprisingly quickly is what I'm trying to say. Alright. Wind is going west. Do I want to shoot it or just run towards it? I'm going to run towards it. Alright, cool, that worked. I really just turned and then it rushed me. Sheesh. That was 2/5 of my ship's health, but it's actually repairing itself. That's interesting. Okay, this might be something. I'm not really sure. Oh boy. How's my food? 71. Surprise mages. Too far. They hit the rock. You smell what the rock is cooking. Mage is fleeing, mage is fleeing, mage is dying. Let me just try to figure out where the heck I am. This island. Boy, am I confused. I shouldn't get lost here, though. Oh. Okay, we got a bridge here. Should pretty much narrow it down, but I don't really know which bridge it is. Pariah is out of range. So many orcs. Kill the orcs, slay the orcs, destroy the orcs. Kill the orcs, slay the orcs, destroy the orcs. I'm doing stupid moves by just letting the automatic selection kick in. See, like that. How does food work if you run out? It's a little nerve-wracking. I gotta figure out where I am and then take it from there. I think I could look at the river patterns. These rivers... I keep doing that. These rivers that... did it again. Rivers that I'm near, that based on the shape of them and the adjacency to the bridge, I should be able to narrow it down. There's only like... I don't know, 3 or 4 bridges on the whole map. Maybe 5 at most. Unless it's an unknown area. Alright. Who wants to get the chest? Julia, you're doing well. Well, let's take a breather here. Take a moment, not waste. Not get any reckless or anything. So we got the bridge with that river with the kind of forks into 3. I mean, if I'm going just... I was going north and east, like I was like around here where I found that crazy island, I think. Then I went north a bunch and east, so it's possible I went like north of Valorian Island and I'm like around here maybe. But then where would this bridge be? So I should be like, I'm thinking I'm like somewhere on this coast in this very wide area, but still I don't see any bridges in that area. I don't see. Oh, right here. I think I'm right here. Yeah, that's got to be it. There was a bunch of little islands too. All right, that's where I am. I'm pretty obvious. It's kind of where I was hoping to land pretty much. So let me go down to the ship and then go to Scarborough, get my food. And then I guess back to Lord British's castle to heal up and maybe level up if I'm lucky. But back to the boat. Oh, who's shooting? Some hydras are shooting on the map. Good going, Shimino. I think Shimino's gonna outpace Mariah just because of that range difference. That's like everything. Let's let Mariah pick off a bunch. Right? It's all Mariah's. It's a Mariah show now until, well, let Shimino shoot too. But I want her to get, let's say, at least 2 of these guys. Guess I should leave the closest ones for Mariah. You get him, Mariah. Fleeing. I thought it was unfortunate. It's hard for her to catch up. No, one of them fled up there. Okay. He in range? I think so. Alright, she killed one. Shimino, you can kill this guy, I guess. Do your thing, Mariah. Orc fleeing. They could just divvy up. Like, the mechanics of the game could just be, hey, how about you just divvy up all the XP for the whole party? That's like a D&D tends to work in a lot of games. Well, the interesting thing is, you know, in a computer game, you could really easily keep track of something that you would not want to keep track of in a tabletop role-playing game. And that is something like, how many hits did each player make? Because that's like experience, right? Fighting experience. How many times did they attack? How many times did they hit? Is a kill necessarily the one you know, determinant of getting experience? In other words, imagine you had like a skill level of like 1 to 1,000. Every attack bumps that by 1. Perhaps every hit bumps it by 1. Maybe a miss should bump it too. I don't know. Anyway, just random ideas. But yeah, in a video game, you can get really mathy without, you know, it doesn't take any effort for the computer. Yeah, they're shooting me, and oh, let's fight them head on. Okay, we got a dragon and a bunch of hydras. This is kind of a lot right here. Let's just take them out. What else can we do? And I'm not doing any silliness about making sure the weaklings get their share. No fooling around here. Shimino, get the dragon. That's probably too far. All the way across the map, but I think he's out of range. Like the boulder is blocking his line of sight for this. So I'll just move up 1. Kill the dragon, MarkW. Dragon critical, not bad. Finish it off to prey. Dragon fleeing. Really finish it. Julia does the coup de grace. Alright, she does it. Do it, lady. Hydra heavily wounded. I would sometimes use this game as an example of an early example of a game that has female protagonists. I have a peeve in like regarding like online gaming communities, because like a lot of them think that games started with NES. Or like they discount the entire 8-bit computer era. So sometimes I'll see comments like there weren't really any female protagonists in a video game until Lara Croft came out in Tomb Raider in 1996. And I'm like, what? Half your party in Ultima 4 from 1985 was female. You had Janna the Druid, Mariah the Mage, Julia the Tinker, and Katrina the Shepherd. But I don't know, I have this peeve that people just discount the entire 8-bit computer era. They discount in television also. They discount a lot of stuff. They just make these sweeping statements. Like one time, I probably told this story before. Somebody on Reddit said that The Legend of Zelda, it's a great game, I'm not knocking Zelda. So The Legend of Zelda is the first game where you had like, how do you phrase it? Like where there's a quest and you can travel in the world in all 4 directions, and it's not linear, it's not a single screen game. I was like, what are you talking about? There's like 800 games before Legend of Zelda that did that. Maybe most of them weren't as good as Zelda. Then I remember I was like debating this person, I listed a whole bunch of games, and they gave a snooty reply like, well, those aren't games that anybody knows, so they don't count. What? That stuff pisses me off. Historical revision based on just only knowing what was ultra mainstream and popular. It's not like this is an obscure game either. But a lot of that sort of historical revisionism when people discuss video games. The general mainstream retrospective opinion tends to be there were arcade games which were single screen, stupid. Early arcade games which were single screen and stupid or very simple, like Donkey Kong. There was Atari, which had games like that, like those arcade games, and also terrible games. And then there was a bunch of garbage. And then there was NES. To me, it's like, whoa. It's glossing over a lot, bro. I love NES, by the way, nothing against it. Anyway, that's my little rant that came out of nowhere. I was just thinking about the female characters and how I've seen people say that there was like no female protagonist in a game until Tomb Raider in 1990. I think I said 96 before, but I'm probably a little off. I think it was 95 maybe. So sometimes I move through these trees and I actually don't move because the terrain slows me down too much. And we had in real life 11:42. It's probably too late to start a dungeon crawl. Like, I mean, I could just do a little bit of it, but then I'm pretty much gonna start and then sign off. So let's just wrap it up here. We'll get back to Britannia. We'll get our food supply first. Get back to Britannia. Hopefully level up a little bit. Maybe I could shop for reagents a little more. Before I go to the dungeon, I actually need to do that. Or perhaps even go to the Mandrake root place. We're gonna do Mariah and Shimino again. Mariah's got the closer one. Shimino, can you hit any of them? Yeah. Get it, Mariah. Miss. Shimino gets it. Mariah misses. Come on, do it, Mariah. Alright. Good job, Mariah. This one's fleeing. Let's give this one to Mariah, too. Go, Mariah, go. Skeleton fleeing. Yeah, she might not be able to get it. If he goes left, I'll just have Shimino finish him off. Yeah, alright, we got... well, somebody will finish him off. We don't want him to escape. There we go. MarkW did it. 90 gold, not bad. Alright. So, we were just at... yeah, kind of hornish area. Oh, good, more pirates. At least my shield, my ship healed itself. However that works. Now, I'm pretty sure later in the game you can load up on magic wands that are like the best weapon. I seem to recall having everybody with a magic wand. It's possible that maybe the fighter or somebody can't use it. I don't know. But Mariah, basically what I'm getting at, Mariah can eventually get an actual powerful weapon. But I feel like that should be limited to perhaps only the mage. I just seem to have this recollection of all my characters having a magic wand and just zapping them everywhere. Should definitely be only for the spellcaster-y types, at least. But really, most of the... pretty much everybody can cast magic in this game. I think only the fighter can't. Yeah, you can actually look right on the right, that number is their magic points. I hardly ever use magic because everything costs a usage of a spell, and if I don't need them, I don't need them. But yeah, everybody has magic points except Jeffrey. You can see some have more than the others. But it's also a function of their level, I believe. In other words, Shamino might have very low magic points, but I think he can get a lot more as he levels up. My guy has 37. Yeah, I'm pretty magic heavy, I guess, as a bard. I do kind of wish they had maybe different kinds of magic, or maybe the bard has his own spells, songs, like in the Bard's Tale or something. They all just use the same pool of magic, basically. Magic spells that are available. And because I like to dream about these things because I'm crazy, if I ever decide to ROM hack this game myself, that could be a new feature I add, is Bard spells. Which are basically effects like in, the Bard's Tale or something. Alright, we're getting close to Garabray now. Woo! Oh, here comes the serpent. Serpent is lightly wounded. Serpent is heavily wounded. Serpent killed. I think I'm still going up the coast of the mainland Britannia. Oh, here it is. This is actually Scarabray. Okay. We need food, guys. Can I just eat that cow? Food. Food for thought. Alright, this is the best deal in all of the land. And clearly I need to keep a good supply of it. So I guess the next, the next thing I'm buying is reagents. So I don't know how much I need for reagents. I mean, I think I have a pretty good amount of it already, but it can add up in price for sure. That's it. I might as well just get a bunch of this. $4.97. That's good for now. I think that's good enough. Actually, a question of how much is good enough for a solid dungeon crawl. I think that should be fine. All right. Over to Lord British, and then maybe do some reagent purchasing or harvesting of Mandrake, and then I'll just call it a night. Scarabray. I like to leave my boat near Scarabray. It's just a good thing. I don't want to have to remember where all my things are parked. I mean, I have the notes, but still, I kind of like the consistency of it. Hello, orcs. You really want to fight? You losers really want to fight me? Alright, fine, let's just fight. There's one of them. Hey, weaklings, do your thing. Mariah, you want to get it? Mariah's getting it. Do it, lady. Orc fleeing. Yeah, too far for Mariah now. Alright, Shamino, you get it. That's how it goes often, unfortunately. Ooh, a lot of them. Can't seem to hit these rogues. There we go. Shamino! Rogue fleeing. A lot of missing happening. Alright. Mariah got a kill for a rogue. Kill of a rogue. We'll let Mariah get that one on the right. This rogue is fleeing. Do it, Mariah. Fleeing. He's dead. Lightly wounded. Let's see if Mariah can get the last one here on the right. It's not last yet. The other rogue is still surviving. That one missed. Okay, now it's kind of out of range for Mariah. So, free for all. Fire at will. Leave me alone, you jerks. Mages. Julia. Fled. Bravely turned his tail and fled. Chest holds 45 gold. It would be nice if the chest of gold scaled up as you progressed, but they don't. They just where the heck am I? Oh, I gotta go around these rivers. Oh man, more mages. Leave me alone. I hate you, jerkos. Demon. Mage is in the way of shooting the demon. I'd like to shoot the demon, please. Please step out of the way. Waste. I feel like the demons are... I build them up in my mind to be tougher than they are. Pretty sure the toughest enemies in the game are the Balrons. Which are... Oh my goodness, we can't say Balrog, or else the token estate might sue us. So they're Balrons. The funny thing is, for me personally, I played the first Ultima before I played any D&D game, or even probably before I even like knew of Balrogs from Lord of the Rings. So the first one I encountered basically was a Balron in the first Ultima. Rock is blocking her. Everybody's too stupid to realize that they can't shoot through the rock, including me. There I go again. Mage killed. This one's fleeing, let's shoot it. Miss. Mariah. Hopefully somebody gets a level here. I'm hoping like at least 2 or 3 people. We've done a lot of combat. But it is harder to level up as you level up. So in other words, for MarkW it could be a while being at level 7 of I believe a maximum of 8. Possible it's 9, but I think it's 8. 8 is the maximum. I shouldn't have aimed up there. Alright, Katrina's getting attacked in her face right now. It matters much. Alright, Katrina got a kill. Oh, not Katrina, Mariah. God, when I do get Katrina the Shepherd, I have to let her get kills too. And the Shepherds are like the weakest class all around. Like weak fighters and medium spellcasters, I believe. Maybe even less than medium. They're pretty crap. That's why actually one of the times I played this game back in the day, I decided to make my character a Shepherd just so I didn't have to deal with getting a late game uber weakling. Like I can build up my character to begin with. That's my idea. And I named that Shepherd Grim Reaper. That's what I won the game with back in the day. Grim Reaper the Shepherd won the game. Alright, let's get to breaking Lord British. Here comes some more Orkies. On top of some Orkies. I'll just fight Orkies. Get some XP in before our visit to the bestower of levels. Go up. Orc fleeing. Oops. Orc fleeing. I guess the music can get repetitive. Good thing it's good music though, at least. Once we get into the dungeon, we'll hear a new tune. I mean, we've heard it before, but it's been such a long time. But that'll have to wait till next stream, as I mentioned. But yeah, before bedtime for me, I'm gonna try to get some Mandrake and or do some purchasing of reagents. Load up on spells. And the very next thing we're gonna do after that, in probably 2 weeks from now, is to head into the dungeon. I think generally players sort of, I guess there's nothing making you do this, but I think they tend to not get all of the partial avatar hoods first and then do all the dungeons. Basically, that's kind of mostly what I've done. I tend to interleave it more. I mean, I did hit up those 2 dungeons, but I didn't actually finish any dungeon yet. Alright. Alright, let's go in. Give me levels, please. I wonder how much food you use in a typical trip just to visit Lord British. I think you use like maybe like 20 or so. Just because walking through this castle takes so long. And the game doesn't distinguish, like when you move a square, you move a square. It doesn't care if you move the square inside a castle or outside the overworld. Or presumably a square is representing a longer distance in the overworld. Anyway. Yeah, Shamino's level 4. That's it. I was hoping for more than that, but that's good still. I'm not well. Please heal me. Alright. Bye. Okay, so you can see everyone's level is clear. We got MarkW at level 7, Dupre at 5, Julie at 6, Jenna at 6, Jeffrey at 5, Mariah at 4, and Shamino at 4. I forget if you can tell easily based on their XP. Yeah, I'm not sure what the formula is. Like, let's see. I have 4,400-ish XP. Dupre has 1,400. Julie has 2,100. I'm not sure where the thresholds are. They're kind of cryptic. Jeffrey has 5, but if Jeffrey has 5 and... Oh, never mind. Well, if Jeffrey has 5, he needs probably at least... Assuming it's the same per character class, he needs more than what to pray at, so he basically needs at least another 400. Mariah and Shimino have 611 and 404, respectively. It's possible the given notes mention anything about it. Yeah, I don't think they do, though. Yeah. I might have to dig through the manual, but I won't do that for now. Even then, I'm not convinced they actually do tell you any information like that. All right, let's get out of here. We'll do a save actually once we exit. Then we'll do some reagent hunting. I figure we'll start off by going to the Mandrake place. And where is it? That's right. If I really want to do this optimally, I have to plan better than I think I'm capable of right now. Which is there's certain ingredients, certain reagents are cheaper in certain towns. So, you know, you want to get the spider silk at this place and the black pearl in that place. How do I save it? In camp? Yeah. Alright. Alright, Bloody Plains, I believe, has the Mandrake. Remind myself specifically where. I think it's a square of swampiness or marshiness. The question is, do I want to take a moon gate or walk? Let's check the moon gates. I feel like there's one. I think I've done this exact thing before. This is called a look at my little key here that I drew with ASCII. It's a waning crescent. So we want waning crescent to, I guess, full moon. Yeah, we can do waning crescent to full moon. All right, let's jump over there then. And there's a moon gate. Where is it? Like right around here, I think. So we're looking for waning crescent. Just that little sliver on the left. Over here. And the full moon over here. And once again, you know, I can just sit here and I'm not passing any time in the game, yet the moons keep going, keep rotating. It's kind of interesting. And I think that is a fairly major difference between this version and the Commodore one, because you would have the turns passing periodically if you just sit here. So you didn't get like free, you know, infinite wait time for the moon gates essentially in the Commodore version. And I assume the other older versions as well, like for Apple and Atari and whatnot. Alright, it should open in a moment. I think I'm around the right spot. We gotta get through the new moon on the left first. Here it is. We want full moon, and then we jump right in. Alright. Now we go south a bit. And, I don't know precisely where to look, honestly. Don't remember. But it is a square of marsh. I think in like the middle of some lanes like this, but we just need to find that square. There it is. Oh, isn't there a trick we can do if we fight a guy and he leaves a chest there, then the marsh doesn't count or something like that. Let's see if that actually works. I'm afraid, however, that you have to fight him in a marshy battlefield. That's probably fine. No, we don't actually. Now, is that because he attacked me, or? I guess that's probably it. I think it's the square you're on determines the terrain. Not what the monster is in. Alright. Let's see if this actually works. So far, so good. Nothing here. Let me check my notes. Was there some trick to this? Do you need to wait for a moon phase or something like that? Mandrake. And there's two places, in the Fens of the Dead and in the Bloody Plains where the ground is always damp. Ah, that's right, you need the new moon. Search on the single marsh square during the new moon. Does that mean both moons are new? I think it does. We got 2 moons in this planet. Okay, so we'll wait for that. And then get our extra batch of Mandrake. And I guess I could just leave the chest, or how do I want to do that? If I get the chest, can I move? No, I think as soon as I get the chest, I'm not sure about the action of getting the chest, but I think the subsequent one would count as a move, and I would get poisoned, which might not be the worst thing, you know. You find Mandrake root, hooray! And I can't do it again, right? I think I'll get it. If a guy gets poisoned or two, it's not. I mean, you gotta weigh the economic cost, I guess, of casting the cure spell a couple of times. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm getting the chest. All right, so 2 people got poisoned. It's probably. I feel like roughly it's probably a wash to guess two cures. But I could do the math later. I mean, I got 75 of them. It's not. That's not to be too concerned about. Okay, they're cured. But good to know as well that if you get the chest, and when you step off that square, you're gonna get hit by the marsh. There's only a chance of it affecting you. All right, so we got some Mandrake. So now where to get some reagents? I think I'm kind of near, what is it, Magincia? So once again, we're around here on the map in the Bloody Plains. Vesper's here. Oh, here's Moonglow. That's what I was thinking of, not Magincia. But I don't think I have a boat around here. You can always moongate into the new moon. Anyway, let's look at prices and what I have and what I want. I don't even know what I want. But what does the question mark place refer to? I forget. I feel like I found the place already, but I can't remember. Well, that place, whatever it is, has really cheap black pearl. Could that be Moonglow? It might be. Oh no, Moonglow's already written here, right here. Village of Vesper, maybe? I should write that in on the PDF. It's not a PDF, it's a JPEG. But you get the idea. Moonglow, the Dungeon of Deceit is right here. Well, not right here, but by the Shrine of Honesty. Anyway, I don't want to do a dungeon right now. Yeah, let me check Vesper quick. Well, I have my notes on each town. I probably wrote Vesper down or something. Yeah, Vesper. Oh, that's where you can buy gems, keys, torches. Okay, that's kind of good for dungeon preparing. So I should see how many gems I have. Yeah, gems are for mapping the levels. So that's how I like to do it. So let's check our gem supply. I don't know how many I need, but if I have like 20 or so, then yeah, I'm good probably. For one dungeon excursion for sure. 51 gems. Jeez. Okay, I'll consider that good enough. Keys. Oh yeah, this is the kind of game where a key gets eaten by a lock, so you won't have a big key supply for all the locks that eat them. Okay, so I'm good with that. I think there's no reason to go to Vesper. I could get torches, keys. Let's see, for reagents. I didn't really take notes about reagents very much, unfortunately. There's a hidden village in Lock Lake. I don't know. I can't really handle anything complex right now. I'm just getting too tired. So, I guess I just need to decide which reagents I actually want to buy. I might be pretty well stocked at this point. I guess I should look at it in terms of which spells I want to create. I would love to have so many like magic missiles that I can, or whatever, some kind of an attack spell that I can just have Mariah fling them around carelessly. There's so many spells you can get. I definitely want some negates. That we know. Maybe I should start with that. So for negate, I got a lot of most things. I just don't have any Nightshade yet. That's another special one, like Mandrake Root, that you have to find the source of. Oh, and I actually have, as a random tip, Nightshade is at latitude JF and longitude CO, only on the darkest of nights, which I assume means 2 new moons. Might be worth hunting down some Nightshade. But let's figure out negate as long as I know I want to get negate, so what reagents does that require, first of all? The recipes in this poor scan of a document say what? Negate is A, C, and H. Sulfurous ash, garlic, and mandrake root. Okay. So, pretty much the scarce thing there is just mandrake root. I think I have tons of sulfurous ash. Yeah, look, I have 99 each of sulfurous ash and garlic. So mandrake root 19. All right, I mean, I could make... Really, the fear was those reapers who zap you with tons of stuff. They just make you go to sleep. They make you go to sleep, and they zap you with stuff while you're sleeping. And next thing you know, what do they call it? TPK. So, I don't know how many is good for that. But you know, I feel good with at least 5, maybe more like 10. Why don't we start with that? I mean, I'm sure they'll be useful later on as well. Alright, so what do I need? Let's just verify. Sulfurous ash, garlic, and mandrake, I believe we just said. Yeah. Sulfurous ash, garlic, and mandrake. Not ginseng, oh. Garlic, mandrake. And how do I select it now? Oh, mix. How many mixtures? 1. Oh, that's right, you can do multiple at a time. So I might as well do that. I'll just do 9, I guess. 9 more. A pretty good supply of negates. Let's negate all the nasty magic. Alright. And yeah, what else? I don't even know what I want. What can I do with Nightshade should I get it? G is for Nightshade. That means we can get the kill spell, which is powerful. Insta-kill thing. What is this? T? Must be an F. F and G. Black Pearl and Nightshades for kill. Black Pearl's pretty expensive, I think. There's that one place that sells it for 1. I just don't remember what the question mark place is here, and I should have written that down again. I feel like I did find the place. Maybe I'll just Google that one so I can just write it in, because I'm like 99% sure I was there already. If it does turn out to be something I didn't discover, oh well. Black Pearl. Oh, that quick Googling didn't actually find me the info. I don't know. Alright, forget it. Let's just keep going forward with Figuring out what we want to do with Nightshade. Should I get? You can get the kill spell. Jinx, which is what does Jinx do? I think it like curses them or something. Alright. Maybe this is getting too into it for now. Let's just, as a final thing, try to get some Nightshade if it's not crazy hard to do. So let's use the sextant to see where we are. We're at latitude DG, longitude LF. I'm not entirely sure how this coordinate system works, but I'm sure I can figure it out. And my notes say that Nightshade is at what exactly? At latitude JF and longitude CO. It seems like I'm pretty far from that, wherever it is. So I'm not sure if it like increasing latitude is this way. I guess in the real world it's equator is like 0 and you go north to make, you know, it increases as you go north. Well, we can just test it. I'm not sure if each space would do it. Let's move a couple spaces north. So I was LG latitude. Now, of course, we're getting attacked while I'm trying to do scientific experiments here. Hold on, I think I just totally said the wrong thing. What's that? LG. I'm at DC now. Let me just rewind my stream preview here. I was at DG and now I'm at DC. Okay, so I'm, as I go north, the letters go lower, they decrease. So let me just take some notes on that. The letters decrease as you go north, therefore, I guess, increase as you go south, you would think. And for longitude, what is it? I'm at LF currently, so if I go right a little bit, I don't know if one space is enough. I'm gonna try it. LG, I guess one space is enough. So increase as you go east. Decrease as you go west. And increase as you go east. Okay. So that means if I want to get Nightshade, I need to go south quite a ways and west quite a ways, I guess. All right, let's head quite a ways. Kill some Ettins. Do. Man. Okay. Attacked by skeletons. They're attacked by jerks. We're attacked by skeletons. Let's shoot them in the head that they deserve. We're attacked by skeletons. I probably could just take a moon gate, but let's just walk a ways and keep checking. See how it progresses. Alright, now we're at EE and KI. That's not the way I want to go, is it? Let's try it anyway. Alright, get those peas, Mariah. That orc's fleeing, isn't he? Okay, the orc fled successfully. Darn him. Can I go this way? Oh, got some more marshes. Oh, goody. Where am I right now? You know, it'd be good to label the map with where the latitudes and longitudes are, just like maybe some of the big ones. I guess like the left letter, which is coarser. Right now I'm at FB and JF. Funny thing is, the latitude I need to be at is JF. Oh, I think I have to backtrack. I think I'm in a little dead end, unfortunately. Let me just verify where the heck I am, because that would be good to do. Good to know. Where the heck am I? I think I might be down, maybe here, maybe? I lost track and I'm tired. We're gonna get the nightshade and then go to bed. That's it. Nightshade. I hope it's not like in a hard to access place. Well, if it gets too difficult, I can just call it a night. That's fine. No, I hope it's not like, you know, you take a boat to some unknown location or something crazy. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can figure it out. As long as it doesn't involve something weird like, you know, another off the map thing. Well, I guess if I have the latitude and longitude, it's fine if it's off the map. Yeah, so it should be totally doable. Oops. All right, get chest. Christ. Okay. Big rocks being thrown at my face. Yeah, too much cover. Which again, fortunately, they're very dumb about as well. Oops. These ends are pretty tough. Ethan is fleeing. Ethan is killed. Sometimes the combats can be a drag. I generally like the fighting anyway, even if most of them are just like killing grunts. But when I'm really trying to get something done, I find three groups of veterans. I'm just like, oh, just a slog. And I kind of want to go to bed soon too. It kind of makes me consider just calling it right here. But I'll just slog through the fights for now. Demon is fleeing. Stupid demon. Demon is dead. Alright, Mariah got her etching kill. Fleeing? Jeez. 2 more groups. Alright, this one only has 1 guy. Good. Got to get this. Just here. It looks like Dupre is asleep from the sleep trap. Okay, he's up. He's up again, just in time for the next combat. Yeah, because in the original game that I played for Commodore, that you didn't have these, you know, aiming anywhere you want. I didn't have to worry about like line of sight. I mean, I definitely prefer this, but I mean, I didn't have to really think about line of sight along these corners where the mountains are positioned and stuff. Because it was always you just shoot horizontally or vertically, and that's all you can do. Excuse me. But yeah, I prefer this generally. In fact, I remember hearing one of the selling points of Ultima 5 was that I forget if it was this or like you could aim anywhere, or was it diagonal? One of those two. But I remember being like, ooh, that sounds good. However, I've never played Ultima 5 beyond just like loading it up once very quickly or something. So I wouldn't mind playing more Ultima games on this channel. Maybe even play through all of them at some point. I could go back to 1, then 2, 3, skip 4 after, you know, because presumably I've beaten this game by then, and go to 5, 6. Why do I keep doing that arc? It would take quite a while, but the earlier one, I think, like Ultima 1 and 2 are just very basic and sort of janky, but I wouldn't mind playing them anyway just to revisit. You could even include Akalabeth in that, which is Ultima 0. I used to have that for Palm OS, Akalabeth. Actually, there's a port for it for Intellivision that I actually have as well. Akalabeth. And there's a Vectrex one that I don't know if they ever completed it. But it's funny how often that game gets ported around. I guess because it's so lightweight and I don't know, is it like open source or something? I feel like probably not. It could be that Richard Garriott doesn't, he might own it personally, the IP, and doesn't care. People make their own copies, because there's just so many that I can't imagine they're getting like, you know, big company to provide the license. Like, I'm not sure who owns it anymore, but it might be EA. Like, owns the IP for most of these Ultima games. Alright, let's take a pause for a second. Actually, let's just see where we are. Time with it 12:30. That means I should probably just bail. But let's Let's see, E-N and I-O. Where are we going again? J-F and C-O. Alright, so we have to keep going south and west. I gotta figure where the heck I am on the map. This should be pretty obvious once I see. Okay, I think I see where I am. I'm by the Lock Lake. So we gotta go around this whole thing. Alright. Oh, here we go. What the heck are these? Cyclops. Oh. Cyclops sounds scary. Pretty much every monster in this game, even the tougher ones, they're not really that bad, except when they're in number, in like great quantities. You find one of anything, it's like it'll be a cakewalk. But besides things that do special attacks, like the Reapers, who caused a hard time for me. But you find the toughest monster in the game, and if you find like 10 groups of 10 of them, you're gonna get owned. But if you find one group of a few of them, you'll probably be just fine. It's never like this is a singularly badass creature that you really have to look out for. That I can remember. I haven't found that yet. Okay. Another 42 gold. Alright, where are we headed? We're still going south and west. That's the bridge over to the Shrine of Compassion, for what that's worth. Use this section. We're at FF and HB. Alright, still a ways to go. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely, I guess. But yeah, I should definitely mark these on the map. I mean, I could, maybe I'll do that offline. I'll, based on replaying this video, some of the areas I've checked out. Bridge trolls, how lovely. And bridge ettins, their cousins. They look like they're wearing red, leotards. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, the Ettins are wearing leotards. They're gonna do their aerobic exercises or something. But in my dream map would have all of the, just the major, perhaps the first letter of latitude and longitude. Just like a grid. So this is A, B, C, that kind of a thing. I guess you could kind of extrapolate from just a little bit of information. That would sort of depend on the map being perfectly to scale as the game. But I guess even if it's not perfect, it'd be nice to have. Okay, try to get a chest here. Yes, okay. I think it was Dan the man, I guess he's not here tonight, who said if I wanted to just grind, I could just hang around the look where I am. I could hang around the bridges where trolls generate. Okay, so here we are at G, M, and FG. Shit, I feel like I might as well just stop by Mr. British again. As long as we're here. My title is Lord British, not Mr. British. Quiet, you're just a level up guy. Level up / heal me please for free guy. That's all you are to me, Lord British. No levels. I mean, it hasn't been too long, so I guess that's kind of expected. But yay, free healing. Alright, so I'm gonna keep at it here. I definitely could have moon gated around, but I'm kind of glad I have all these reference points now. Again, I'll just replay the video and take some notes. So here we are at HD and EO. I feel like they wouldn't put it so close to the starting area of Lord British's castle, but I feel like getting kind of close, just going by the stuff here. Latitude, I'm almost there. I'm just like 3 squares away. And the longitude is maybe something like 30-ish squares away or something. Maybe less than 26 actually. I think it's in the middle of the woods or something. That rings a bell. JC, and I'm at DJ. I just have to go down to CO. Oh, well, there's water in the way. That's an issue. Water. So who's still hanging out with me tonight? Is it you, Eric? It's been a very quiet evening. I keep seeing like 1 viewer, 2, 3, back down to 1, etc. Anyway, I appreciate whoever's watching me tonight. If I didn't have an audience, this would be less fun. I'm assuming Ryan went to bed. Usually he does. Or he leaves like an hour or 2 into it. Alright, more orcs. Sure, fine. Troll. But it is quite my bedtime, so yeah, as soon as I get some nightshade, going to bed. I'll take some nightshade to help me sleep. Mushrooms. Whatever nightshade is. I'm gonna give Mariah a kill. Just pressing left really quick because it's easier. Let's pass, 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 shoot. Mariah shoots, she scores. He fleeing? No, he's just going over to somebody else. Okay. Okay, she got the peas. Bomb trap evade. Alright, so it should be very close, but there's a river in the way. So I'm at JI. So DJ. Yeah, I gotta get past here. I might just be like right here or something. Okay. Oh. Did I go west? Hold on. Getting tired here. So west is up or down? I can't remember. Notes. Letters decrease as you go north and increase as you go south. Letters decrease as you go west. So J K. Oh. I'm mixing up my latitude and longitude. That's how tired I am. Okay, so there's for latitude, I'm way past it, right? I'm somewhat past it. KC and the Sunshine Band. JM. I want to go to JF. So IHGF. So now I'm lined up with it on in the east-west direction, I believe. Let's verify I'm at JF. I am, but I need to go to latitude. Longitude. What? CO, and I have to go west to do that. So I'm back, kind of back where I was saying. There's water in the way. Okay. Pretty sure. Looks like I can just hop across the water here. Yeah, all right, I can just go around it. There we go. Oh, I think we're getting close, probably. JF and CP. Which means I just have to go one over to the west, I think. Is it? Yeah, JF and Z. Alright, here we go. Just have to wait for the darkest of nights. And then do a search. Alright, let's just wait for the moon phases to do their thing. Yeah, I'm so done for the night. I'm like, oh, I'm pushing it too hard already. Staying up too late. So next week I will be playing the NetHack game I have in progress. My plan is to just alternate between this and that. Alright, Darkest of Nights is here. Let's search. You find Nightshade. Sweet. So how much is it? Just shouldn't just be just one. It is 5. All right, cool. All right, we have every ingredient at this point, every reagent. Not much of Nightshade and Mandrake, and Black Pearl's a little on the lowish side, but cool. So we can make every spell in the game. All right, I'm gonna save here and say good night. So good night to whoever's still watching. And I'll see you guys next time. So peace out, take care, etc., etc. Bye-bye.